Hey guys, Xaryu here, and today I have the debut of my Boomkin Druid Control V. If you guys watched me a long time ago, I played a little bit of him back in Warlords of Draenor and just hit max level like a day or two ago on my Druid. So I'm excited to hop into some arenas. Keep in mind, guys, I don't have all my honor talents. I am still in heirloom gear. I'm still figuring out my key bindings, and basically, I'm a huge noob, but this is the debut of my Druid, trying to get better. I'm trying to learn from my mistakes. This is one of the better games I had yesterday, I think, and I kind of want to explain to you. That guy's Elegant mount's pretty cool. Anyway, I'm trying to explain to myself, but explain to you guys, what I could do better, what I could do worse. So right away, fake the kick, fake the reflect from the warrior. This is actually a good game, I think, and we're kind of just. I'm playing Ellie Boomkin, H Paladin. They're playing Frost Mage, Holy Pally, Arms Warrior. So we're going to try to spread pressure. We're going to try to get clones on the Pally. We're going to try to get root beams on the Pally. We're going to try to get hexes and kicks on the Pally. Well, we're trying to kill primarily the Mage, but if the Mage is running, we can also hit the Warrior quite a bit, right? So those are kind of the two things, right? So we're doing damage on the Mage. So I want to keep Moonfire and Sunfire up on the Mage at all time. Right away, one critique of my gameplay is I haven't used my Moon yet, and that's something that I have been messing up a lot. And if you're a Moonkin out there, you always want to keep your moons. I mean, you guys probably know this, not at 3 stacks, because you always want them replenishing, right? So I should have at least turned out a new moon by now or something like that, but I haven't. There goes my first moon, and there goes my half moon, but that was probably like 10 seconds late at least. That new moon's a really fast cast, might as well get it off. Right away though, I like this opener. Okay, I clone the warrior after juking the kick and the reflect. I get a root beam onto the Pally with pressure onto the Mage. Mage Shrink gets the Hammer of Justice, nice Hammer of Justice by my Paladin, and I get the clone on the Pally for follow-up CC. So right away, good. I guess as a side note as well, we're not playing with Skype or voice chat or anything like that, Discord. We are just playing no voice. I'm just listening to music, kind of just trying to figure out my Druid. So right away, Pally gets recloned, Mage goes into his block, quarter clone on the Pally, switch the clone to the Warrior now, doing damage onto the Mage. I can switch the clone to the Mage now once he comes out of his block to keep him nice and low HP. Full Hex comes out on the Paladin, doing damage to the Warrior, reclone the Mage, Sat comes out on the Warrior, so a lot of different stuff going on here. Getting more damage onto the Mage now that the clones are over, and the clone DR comes off on the Pally in about 1 second here, so I could go for another clone on the Pally, blink around, start chasing the Mage, and going for a half moon onto the Mage. And once again, my moons are something that I could be using more of. I still haven't gotten a full moon off, or haven't really attempted to go for a full moon quite yet. Get the full root beam there onto the Pally, getting a little bit more damage. So a good thing about Boomkin, guys, is if you get kicked in full moon, you can still cast other abilities. I'm still trying to figure out exactly how it works as far as always casting something, but if you get kicked in clone, I think you can still cast Wrath. If you get kicked in Wrath, I think you can still cast your moons. So you always have something you can cast, which is a good feature of Boomkin Druid. So you can always cast something, always do something, and I'm still definitely getting used to that. Trying to get my full moon cast off there. Do get kicked though. Go into bear form whenever pretty much I'm taking too much damage and want to just be a little bit tankier for a little bit. Let my healer pick me back up. But now that the Mage has no trinket, I think he has 1 block left and Pally has no trinket. We can definitely set up a CC here and go for the next win. Everything's off of clone DR, so the world is my oyster as far as CC. Mage has no kick available for 2 more seconds. That full Hammer of Justice into the full Cyclone, coming out onto the Paladin. And I don't think in this clip I have 2-minute incarn yet, so I think my incarn is still a 3-minute cooldown. Unfortunately, like I said, still getting my honor talents ready, have pretty much no honor talents, but full root beam coming out after that, and the Warrior's getting very low, and the Warrior does go down. So something I want to emphasize here, guys, is Mage is our kill target. Mage is the easiest target to kill. Easiest, right? But since Mage is just running behind the pillar, we're not going to just not do anything. We're going to hit the guy that's in the open, so we're switching to the Warrior. Just so happened to made the full Hammer of Justice into the full clone, half clone, quarter clone into the full root beam. Pally didn't heal for 20 seconds. Warrior stayed in the open a little bit too long, and he went down. So that was kind of how that happened. But if you were fighting this, the thing not to learn from this game is like, oh, go Warrior and kill Warrior. No. You want to go what's in the open, what is the best target at that time, and kind of critique or change up your gameplay as it's happening. But Mage primarily is a better kill target overall. Alright guys, in this next game I'm playing the same composition. I'm actually alt-tabbing there, looking at some random imager, but I am alt-tabbed. So here we are playing with Ellie, H-Pal, and Boomkin. Resto, Arcane Arms is what we're fighting. Been fighting a lot of different spec mages on ladder, Arms, Fire, Frost. If you guys were curious, they're all good right now, and a bunch of different kinds of competitions. But we're kind of low MMR, as you saw in the last game. We're playing at around 2K, just getting started on the Boomkins right away. This was a beautiful opener. We get the clone into the Root Beam on the Restoed Shaman. Okay, I'm popping Incarn and Celestial Alignment and just popping a ton of Star Surge, just a ton of damage on the Mage, and he gets to 1% instantly, barely gets that block off. Right away, we get that Hex following up that CC. Mage is still not topped off into the full Hammer of Justice. Shaman is forced to trinket to keep his Mage alive. So, beautiful opener there. We got a ton of cooldowns. I used a ton of offensives, but that's okay. Pretty unfortunate that my Incarnation is a 3-minute cooldown instead of a 2-minute cooldown. So, once I get that 2-minute Incarn, it's going to be a lot nicer. Grounding Totem is down. Could have probably sniped that instead of just waiting for it. Sky Fury is down as well. Probably could have killed that Sky Fury over there in the corner. I guess I didn't quite notice it. Getting damage out onto the Mage. So as far as consistent damage, guys, the Moonfire and the Sunfire on both targets is really important. But once again, you're kind of bursting with your moons and your Star Surges. So it's kind of like a constant, it's like a Shadow Priest, right, with your Moonfire and your Sunfire. But then you want to get your Cyclones and your Full Moons and your Star Surge. It's kind of like a Frost Mage. So it's a mix between like a Shadow Priest and a Frost Mage, kind of, with this Boomkin Druid, which is a lot of fun. I do get kicked there on my Cyclone attempt. Mage pops Mass Invisibility, and Warrior pops his Spell Reflection as well. A lot of stuff out of the way, though. But putting that Shaman back in my focus once the Stealth runs out to make sure I can land a kill. Getting targeted right now. Didn't mean to go travel form there, I don't think. Go bear form, pop my heal, pop skin, and since I went bear form, popped skin and heal, I should be okay for the time being. Mage uses his trinket as well. Keep in mind he doesn't have an ice block, so if we set up one good root beam, I have root beam up right here and maybe land like a full moon, the guy's dead, right? Get that full cyclone onto the shaman. Mage is at 50% life. Full root beam out of that. We overlap with the Haunch a little bit. Like I said, we're not in a call, but Mage has temp shield up, have a couple solar raz, and I also think I have a full moon available right here. Going for that full moon cast. It does go off. Warrior could have kicked that, actually misses his kick, and the Mage goes down. Another nice game there. Once again, revolved around getting that CC, keeping up the consistent pressure, getting the CC, using the burst. Keeping up the consistent pressure, getting CC, using the burst. And then defensively, cloning the Mage or the Warrior kind of whenever we need to, or defensively going into bear form, using my skin whenever I felt like I needed to. Alright guys, here in this last match, I'm actually playing with Schwab X. He has heirloom gear on, no honor talents either. He just hit 110, so we're hitting up some 3v3 arenas with a Paladin from the stream. And I think Schwab and I are in a call, but the Pally isn't. And we're playing a Boomkin Rogue Holy Paladin, obviously. Holy Paladin in this composition likes to play Repentance for that extra CC. My mistake already. I shouldn't have ran in and got them in combat. I should have went Stealth. Getting them in combat means basically we're not going to get a sap, right? So definitely my bad there. Blind. Oh, and then this game was quite a disaster. Funny that it's going on YouTube. My rogue accidentally blinds the Mage as well. So we're like, yeah, let's go open on the Mage anyway through the blind. Basically, we have no blind here in the first like 2 minutes of this game. Full kidney shot coming out on the Shaman though. No follow from there. Another thing I could have done better is probably followed that kidney shot, pushed in, and got that full root beam off the kidney. Instead, we got that root beam off the kidney, but it was calming waters for that root beam since we already used the rogue kick on the Shaman. So the root beam isn't really going to be very effective. So unfortunate. 3 mistakes already. The combats we couldn't sap, the blind on the wrong target, and then the root beam in the calming waters. This is pretty much a disastrous game. But you know what? Disastrous games happen when you're still learning the class, right? And we're still kind of feeling out everything and trying to improve every game, right? So you guys will see the journey of Control V as we get higher. And I don't know how much I'm gonna play my Druid right now. It's just I want to play more classes, one, because it, gives me more things to do, but two, for you guys, a lot of the Boomkins watching this might be like, finally, he's playing Boomkin, so if I can kind of show my gameplay from, like, starting at 2K going up all the way to whatever I get to, 2,500 or something, or maybe lower or higher, whatever, doesn't really matter. That's just the progression of getting a little bit better. I think it helps you guys learn a lot as well, so that's kind of why I'm doing it. Hopefully I keep enjoying Moonkin, so I keep playing it, because if I don't enjoy it, then I probably won't play it. But my Rogue gets stuns there with that Stormbolt. He's getting very low HP, and this is when I can start Peel Cyclones, and good. Control V is actually using his Peels correctly. Clone up the Mage there in that moment. I can clone the Warrior as well. Get that clone on the Shaman, though, counter pressure onto the Mage. So the Warrior and the Mage are getting very, very low here in this game, and we're kind of keeping that CC onto the Shaman as well. Shaman trinkets, and we get that full Hammer of Justice. Beautiful stun there by the Paladin. Mage gets low enough to get forced into the Ice Block, but once again, the damage isn't done yet. We can just keep doing damage to the Warrior. Keeping my moons on cooldown, which is better than last game. Have those instant procs as well. Trying to use all the instant procs as they come up. Mage casting Polymorph onto my Paladin. Does manage to land that Go Bear Form, Line of Sight, and popping Frenzied Rejuve. Probably a fine play here, using Sprint, try to get a little bit more mobility. Grounding Totem goes down. go back into bear form and paladins out of CC now, so I should be fine sprinting or blinking back around into the open. I have that full root beam available, and mage has no trinket. So pretty much this game's over as soon as we can get a full root beam on the shaman and a full kidney on the mage, right? I mean, if you think about it, mage already has dots ticking. I have celestial alignment. I can pop a Star Search or 2 into him. I can maybe cast a moon into him or something like that. But just the damage from the rogue, the kidney shot, and the root beam on the shaman should be enough pretty much. So let's see if that happens. The root beam full comes out onto the rest of shaman, the triple cheap shot onto the mage with the Gormaz connecting the celestial alignment, and then boom, just like that, the mage goes down. Actually, not yet. You know, it's funny, when I was playing this game in real time, I thought the mage died there too, and I was like, wait, no, mage isn't dead, and it happened again as I was commentating. But yeah, mage actually invised 1%, juked me out. I don't know if it juked my partners out, but we do actually end up killing him after he doesn't survive at 1%, fortunately. And that was pretty much that game, right? So terrible opener. We did recover, getting the cyclones all over the place as they were needed, and definitely this is like, I would almost consider this like day one on my I keep wanting to say Resto Druid, but Boomkin Druid. This like kind of day one on my Boomkin. You know, I hit 110 a couple days ago. I've just been trying to do some like world quests and stuff to get like some honor levels. But as you see the progression, I think it should be fun to see as how I improve as a player. This is Control V's pretty much first time queuing some real 3v3 arena, but I'm excited to keep learning and growing with these guys. Guys, if you like this video and you like these Boomkin games, make sure to thumbs it up so I know to keep uploading Boomkin games. If you didn't like it, make sure to thumbs it down so I won't upload any more Boomkin games. And talk to me in the comments below about what you guys want to see. And don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Peace!